Okay, so a little bit about myself. So I am Dr. Rishiraj Sen. I come from India, from the land of tea, Assam in the northeast of India, and I'm an avid lover of adventure sports. In addition to being a scientist, I am an engineer by trade and also trained in Indian classical music. I love to travel, and I have been to 26 of the European countries out of the 27, and plan to go hiking in Iceland this year to see the Northern Lights. So that's a little bit about myself. So my connection to the UK goes back even before I came to the UK. I've visited the UK a number of times prior as a tourist. I have family members who have studied and worked in the UK. So I grew up listening a lot about what the working culture or the education culture here is in the UK. So it sort of gave me a prerogative to come here. And of course, UK is the seat for biotechnology and life sciences in Europe, has some of the best institutions to deliver on projects and research in that area. And since I was pursuing a degree in that area, it was the best place to come because you want to learn from the best. I came to Career Interactive at a different point in life, I think, compared to the other graduates who would come here. I had already finished my undergraduate degree. I had a master's from the University of Glasgow, and I came to CIUK after I finished my PhD. The reason I came to CIUK because my research about their involvement in helping students to get from a point A to point B was very strong. And there was a program available for someone like me who's not really experienced or not completely a graduate level role as well. So they had a positioning or a career aspect which was right in between. So that is one of the most pivotal reasons which made me come to CIUK. The biggest challenges faced by international students in the UK. I have been working as an international ambassador for the University of Glasgow since 2012, and having met so many students, prospective as well as current and previous, over the last 5 years here in the UK, I sort of have a basic understanding of what those challenges are. To begin with, I would say the most important challenge that international students face is the adjustment to the UK education system. Since it is their introductory level of education here in the UK, mostly at master's level, it is a difficult adaptation from your home country to the UK level. The way you write, the way you present data, the way you analyze things is quite different. The level of expectation from you and the level of expertise that you need to show is quite different. So I think the initial adaptation is quite a significant hurdle that you need to cross. Secondly, I would say trying to understand how things work in the UK industry. Doesn't matter whether you're studying accounts, finance, life sciences, arts. There is a different level of expectation that the industry has from graduates in the UK. What sort of skills, both technical and soft, that you need to hone, and how do you present yourself? Bearing in mind that there are some students who also come with a language barrier which they need to overcome. So that's a double whammy. So these are three very basic problems that they face. And the fourth and the most important problem or challenge that I think international students face is understanding the window of operation. Opportunities come and go within a very short period of time. To make sure that you harness it at the right time, you need guidance and concentration. And sometimes it may get lost trying to overcome these challenges. The most favorite or useful aspect for me would be coming to the on-site assessment centers. I have applied to graduate roles before. I finished my undergraduate degree back in 2011. And I have been out of touch on how to do assessment centers and how to prepare for an interview. So although I had the understanding of what was expected of me, the practice and the ability to direct yourself towards the right mode of preparation was very helpful, and I got a lot of it from coming to the on-site assessment centers. Because I attended these assessment centers over a period of time, the constant practice really helped me push my boundary. My reaction to me getting a job offer was, of course, of a lot of happiness. Of course, I wanted to make sure I get there in a very short period of time. I think the most important feeling that I felt at that point was the sense of achievement, because I left a previous job. I had already switched my visa from tier 4 to tier 2, and then getting a job offer which would sponsor you to stay in the UK was a sense of achievement, especially in the financial and political climate that we are in, the UK at the moment. I would have three key points to advise international students who are going through the same process. The first being, you need to start early and you need to understand what you want. I know that is a tough thing to do, especially when you come from India or Nigeria or China and you are adapting to a new system. But being aware and doing the initial preparation before you come to this country of what you are expected to do and what you want out of this entire process. Having a far-sighted understanding, a little bit of extra preparation, then just preparing yourself academically first. Second, you have to work hard from the get-go. There is very little time, especially if you're doing one-year master courses. I did a PhD, so I was in the UK for almost 6 years before I came to CIUK. Especially if you're doing an undergraduate degree or a master's degree, time flies by very soon, and you have to do a lot within that small time. So you have to be working hard from the get-go. And my third important advice would be to work smart. Sometimes it's not the amount of hard work that you do, but it is about how strategically do you work hard. So working smart, being efficient and devoting the right amount of time to the right necessity. These would be my three key points to advise international students. The high point of this entire journey would be the fact that I recently interviewed with a company 3 weeks back, and the interview happened right after I had done an on-site assessment center here in CIUK. And the high point was that I was so prepared because I was so sensitized having gone through all the assessment centers here, and I was so well prepared through my level 2 and level 3 training. I was so aware about what was expected of me. I was on point. I was very confident. Of course, there's nervousness and there's a little bit of stress, but I was able to overcome it because of the constant preparation and guidance that I got. I think I have never gone into an interview so relaxed about what was expected of me. Of course, there's no way that there wouldn't be low points. There have been a lot of low points, getting rejected straight away, even after being Dr. Rishirat Sen. Being extremely qualified in that area. So rejection was tough, and also I'm not very good with rejection, but I think the entire process told me that failure is stepping stone to success. So you will fail at any point in life. I would wholeheartedly recommend a Career Interactive to others. What I would like to tell them is that at any point, if you feel you need a direction or a channel to help you get to the right place, Career Interactive is the place to come. Sometimes we know what we want to do or where we want to get, but a slight guidance on the right path can help you reach there faster. The shortest distance to a point is not always the perpendicular one. Sometimes you have to take curves and curls. So, Career Interactive will be helpful in getting you through those curves and curls.